You are watching Forbidden Knowledge TV.
I have a hunch that I'm not the only one of my colleagues who does that. I'll see you next time.
Okay, so pretty interesting, huh? And really, it's not that hard to learn how to draw these. I mean, when you first see hieroglyphs, like the first time I saw them, I was like, man, this is good stuff. But then, when you start doodling, you start realizing, wow, it's really not that hard. We all know what a lot of those shapes already are. And so it's really not that hard. It's just about practice, is what it comes down to. And drawing line figures like that make it really easy. And if you do a couple of lines for each letter a few times, you'll pick it right up, you know, and it's really simple. So we're gonna open up a translator here real quick. Got it. Crazy now. Okay, so let's type in something interesting.
Hey, that's what I did.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It did it.
You cheated, bro.
That was fast.
Yeah. You like that? I said it was gonna be easy. So yeah, this is pretty cool. But you know, this breaks it down obviously very quickly, and then you can study it. So you want to go to lingojam.com, and you can go to the hieroglyphics translator, and then you can play around with this, and you know, create different phrases. And then if you get real creative, you can take some of these phrases that you come up with, or quotes that you come up with, and put them on t-shirts and, you know, jewelry and everything else. I think it's pretty cool, something that you can do. Or you can find an online place that can take your glyphs and make you, you know, make jewelry or whatever you want. So it's pretty interesting. But yeah, this is my ace in the hole, lingojam.com. It's a pretty cool thing. It really comes in handy on cell phones when you travel, you know, because if you want to, you know, show people something really cool when you're out there, or, you know, or you were the guide, or you're taking pictures of glyphs to bring back to analyze. If you're not really sure, like sometimes I wasn't sure if the guide knew really what those glyphs were saying. You can take pictures of it, and then you can go back and analyze it later and come up with your own translation. So it's pretty cool stuff in order to double vet the information and make sure, you know, you're being told what these things say. Because if you really don't know what it says, it could say, you know, it could be saying something crazy, you know. But the guide, you know, he's just telling you what he wants you to believe it says. So you just never know. I have trusted guides, you know, I've built up good relationships. But sometimes, as the guides told me, you can get somebody that just makes stuff up, that kind of over-embellishes or under-embellishes or adds to, or if they forgot something, just makes up a statement and you walk away thinking that's what it means.
Right.
You know, it's pretty interesting. A friend of mine took a photo of a brand new tattoo that she had just gotten on her arm, really big, about 4 inches, a Chinese letter. And they told her it meant one thing. A friend of mine, one of my good friends, commented underneath that photo when he saw it, and he says, he's Chinese. Well, he's American, but he grew up in China. He speaks fluent Chinese, you know. And he says, why would you put that on your arm? You just never know. she got the bamboo. Oh man, I feel bad. But anyway, this helps you back up. Now, I'm a big person in doing my own research, and this is something that helps me. And I've got probably about 400 or 500 photos of hieroglyphs that I took, that I from time to time pull up some of those old images and go through and just, you know, see what they say. So this is a pretty cool translator, and you can create other translators with this tool too. So it's a pretty cool tool, and it's totally free. It doesn't cost you any money. All right, so this is what I like. Did anybody create their own name, write their own name out, or you gave up on all that writing? Yeah, you got a couple people. You got short names. But the cool part about this is if you go to lingojam.com on your mobile device, you can create your name, and then that will be your cartouche. And you know, it was a real blessing to be able to have your name in hieroglyphs, because it's kind of saying that you've been immortalized. You know, that's kind of the thing about being in the glyphs. It's like, oh wow, my name is in the glyphs. It's like, you know, it's like you make it into your local newspaper. You know, so it's like, wow, I made it to my local newspaper, and you want to buy 20,000 copies of that one paper. But so this is pretty cool stuff. You know, one of the things I recommend if you go to Egypt is to, if you know, I'm going to do a tour, but I can only take 20 people max. I mean, there's no way. Now, a gentleman here made a very good suggestion, one of our students here and a good friend now. He said, why don't you stay there for 2 weeks and do 2 7-day tours of the same place? But that's actually a fantastic idea. Also, another suggestion is maybe people who attend the 4 courses, then they qualify to go on that 20-man tour. So I just got to figure it all out, because obviously you can't take, you know, 70, 80 people on a tour.
No.
I mean, the logistics of it, the security, you know, it's just too much. It's too much. But we'll try to figure it out, whether we have maybe 2 20-person tours. We'll figure something out, but it'll definitely be worth it to where everybody can come out and get a chance to enjoy it. If you can't make the one in 2020, maybe it'll be 2021. I'm also looking to do a tour in Peru as well, and the gentleman that I had there, the guy was amazing. I mean, absolutely amazing. He knew all the extra spots, the right times to go. Some of the photos I took in Peru, you couldn't even see anybody in the background. Like, he took me when nobody was even there. You know, so just great timing. He understood the place, he understood the movement around the area, to be in places to explain information with extended periods, because I'm not a person that's going to be, okay, thanks, go to the next, go to the next. I want to get all the information I possibly can, and I'm over there making documentaries and all kinds of stuff. And the guy was very patient. And we kept in touch, we've been talking, and so I'm probably going to try to do something, if not in the end of the summer of 2020, like maybe right before fall, like the end of August. Maybe it'll be 2021, but I'm still talking to him now to see what we could possibly set up. You know, one of the greatest things was going to Cusco and being able to take a trip around the city and see what the city looks like. It actually looks like an ancient Sumerian city, the way it's set up. And then being able to go, of course, to Nazca and fly over the Nazca lines. That's an experience, you know. And they found a lot of new glyphs out there. And these glyphs are, I don't want to say they really found them, I think they just finally released them. But there's some glyphs out there that are absolutely mind-blowing. Matter of fact, let me see if I can find one of these right quick for you. Doing a special article on it. Yeah.
Have you ever been in crop circles?
I have not been in a crop circle, but I'm looking forward to it in September. In September, I'm going to be the keynote speaker at an event. It's just going to be myself, Eric Von Daniken, and I think 1 or 2 other people there. It's a brand new $1 billion theme park based on ancient sites being built in Blackpool, UK. And Eric Von Daniken is the keynote. It's named after him. The whole park is named Eric Von Daniken theme park, basically. And they asked him if he wanted to do a lecture there, a seminar, and he said yes. And they said, well, who would you like to be, your keynote speaker? And he goes, I want Billy Carson. So if anybody doesn't know who this guy is, he's the great granddaddy of all of the ancient alien movement, whatever, And he did it simply by proposing questions. He didn't say this is this and this is that for sure. His book, Chariots of the Gods, it simply asks about 300 questions to make you think. That's all it does. He never makes a claim or a dead-on statement. And that's what I liked about it. And when I came across the material, it was such synchronicity and confirmation with what I was already on back then. This is the book is now 50 years old, and it sold 80 million copies. And it's been translated into every language on this planet, except for some of the, rare indigenous languages. So it's really amazing what he's done with that one book. Now he's got other books now. He's been on many dozens of TV shows. But imagine that one book of work. It asked so many questions. It raised so many question marks in people's heads that it literally went viral globally, and it's still doing phenomenal numbers today. I mean, that book is on the bestsellers list right now. Chariots of the Gods. Still on the bestsellers list. I think he's like in the top 50. Yeah, it's amazing. I was shocked as well because one day I just randomly went to go check. Because when I wrote my book, as I was selling them and giving them out to people, I kept telling people, this is going to be a bestseller. This is going to be a bestseller. Every book I handed to people before it was, I was telling them it was going to be a bestseller. And about maybe a month and a half in, I went to Amazon.com and I saw the ranking thing. I said, let me find out where this book is. And when I clicked on it, it was in the bestsellers list. Manifestation, power of vocalization. But when I got there, it was Eric Von Daniken, Chariots of the Gods, and then Compendium of the Emerald Tablets. I was like, wow, that's crazy. That's how I found out he was still on the list. And anytime I go randomly check, he's still in the top 100, no doubt. So that book is very powerful. But it's really amazing. There's so much going on. But that tour of Peru, I think, is going to be phenomenal. So let me see if I can find this image that I got from Elvis. Elvis is the actual tour guide. That's his real name. He's homegrown, born and raised in Peru. And he's one of the best guides they have there. And he's the one who, I like the people that expose the secrets, that don't go with what the mainstream tourist industry wants you to tell tourists. Tourism board wants you to tell them. He breaks that, and that's what I really like about it. You guys are getting a peek into my life here. I probably got about 80,000 unopened messages this month. This personal Facebook account has 35,000 followers. Crazy. The next time I go, he's going to take me to some of these off the side glyphs. There's one weird one. Let me see if I got the other. Wow. Yeah.
You see that in the sky?
Yeah.
That's Nazca, right?
That's Nazca.
Yeah,
I'm writing a very large article about this right now, and these are all authentic images directly from a Peruvian archaeologist and tour guide, Elvis Senga. No editing, no nothing. And the next time I go, I'm going to be able to get a private plane to fly over some of these glyphs. This is just one of about maybe 5 more new ones that really identify something that might not be human. This is amazing. And that, this is massive. This thing is, a couple miles. It's massive, super massive. You see that one line, which is like the sword it's holding or whatever? That line is, wider, the width of it is wider than the stage, and it goes on for probably a quarter of a mile or so. These are big, big things. These aren't small at all. The thing that got me into researching Peru and wanting to go to Peru was my mom. Bless her soul. So back in 1978, I was standing at the front window in the house that we were in Miami, and I was just staring up, through the window up at the sky, and she was like, "What's wrong?" I said, I just don't feel like I belong here. I just feel like this place is strange. And my mom said, let me talk to you for a minute. And she said, I want to tell you about this place called Peru. This is in 1978. And she said, in Peru, there's mountaintops that people used to come here, beings. She didn't say aliens, she said beings. They used to come here and they used to land. There's ancient airports in Peru. She wasn't talking about the lines, she was talking about the tops of mountains that have been shaved off, I guess. They were completely shaved off tops of mountains, the entire mountain, and none of the debris is in the valley below. So where did that go? But she told me about this, and she said that there's evidence of advanced beings and technology in Peru, and she said that there's nothing new under the sun, and that everything that was here before is just being rediscovered now. And ever since she told me about that, I've been trying to get to Peru. That was like my lifelong mission, and I finally made it, in 2018. So it was, amazing to be able to go there. And I went to Nazca, flew over the Nazca lines. I went to the Sacred Valley, which is another amazing place. I do recommend if you're going to go to Peru, you got to remember you're going to be traveling thousands of feet above the sea level. And what that means is you're going to be strapped for oxygen. You're going to feel it. Like you're going to really, really feel it.
Hi, I'm Billy Carson, researcher, speaker, and best-selling author of the Compendium of the Emerald Tablets and Woke Doesn't Mean Broke. I'm inviting you to join me on forbiddenknowledge.tv to enjoy hours of great programming, learn the secrets of ancient Egypt, unexplained structures on the moon and Mars, financial literacy, holistic and healthy lifestyles. Go now to forbiddenknowledge.tv and get 3 days free. While there, you can enter to win a Rolls Royce. That's forbiddenknowledge.tv. You are watching Forbidden Knowledge TV. Hi, my name is Billy Carson, and I'm the president of Forbidden Knowledge. We have an amazing investment opportunity here for anyone who wants to buy shares in Forbidden Knowledge. The money that's generated from this crowdfunding platform is going to be used to bring on a new content acquisitions partner. We're going to hire a new in-house graphics designer, a social media manager, put together a customer service team and a customer service management program that will organize and satisfy all the different legs of Forbidden Knowledge Inc., as well as, and of course, make more improved high-quality streaming content for the Forbidden Knowledge TV platform, which right now is featured on Apple TV, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, iOS and Android apps, and also, of course, the web. The streaming platform is a year old right now and doing very, very well. And we're looking for your support where you can not only be a conscious customer, but also be a part owner in an amazing opportunity that includes streaming TV, book publishing, and e-commerce. Grow with us and earn with us. Forbidden Knowledge Inc. You are watching Forbidden Knowledge TV.